Hi, everybody. Captain Lou here with another extravagant few minutes live here on 12 Ounce Sports. And of course, you can catch us on our YouTube channel, where we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get all of our latest programming. You can get all of our archive programming, all of our live sporting events. Our weekly schedule is there. Join us on our 12 Ounce Sports YouTube channel. We're live as well on Roku, on your smart TV. We're on 12ouncesports.com, X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We're everywhere. That is 12 Ounce Sports. Welcome, everybody, to NFC, AFC, NFL Conference Championship Sunday. It's here, and it's going to be a matchup of two great games, starting off in the NFC Championship game in Philadelphia this afternoon, about 3 o'clock Eastern time. The Eagles are a 6-point favorite at home against the Commanders. These two teams meeting for the third time this year, splitting in the regular season, so the rubber game couldn't come with any higher stakes. A trip to the big one in a couple of weeks down in New Orleans. The first big question, can Washington contain Saquon Barkley? He's had a banner year, one for the record books. He's obviously going to be the one that's going to catch the eye of the Washington defense. Can they stop him? And on the other side of the ball, can the Eagles contain Jaden Daniels? He's played flawlessly in the playoffs against Tampa Bay. And of course, last week, he did whatever he wanted against my beloved Detroit Lions. They had no answer for him. So now it's going to come down to, is Philadelphia's defense better than Detroit's? I think it is. It's hard for me to say, being a Lions fan. So what is Washington going to do against Philadelphia's offense? I have this feeling that Washington is going to load up to try to stop Saquon Barkley. So I think they're going to dare Jalen Hurts to beat them this afternoon. And, Washington, I think their running game isn't the greatest. So I think Philadelphia may key on the passing game. But I know Jaden Daniels has played great. He's got nerves of steel, the rookie, the whole bit. It's going to be an interesting matchup this afternoon in Philadelphia. The weather is not going to be an issue in this game. 40 degrees at kickoff, maybe cloudy, maybe a little bit of sun, but you're not going to get that heavy snow. You're not going to get anything like that. I think that's going to play well for Jaden Daniels and also Philadelphia. The prop bet that I like in this one is the over-under on combined passing yards. I'm taking the over on this one because I think, like I said, Washington is going to dare Jalen Hurts to beat them. And I think he's good for a couple of 100 yards through the air in this one. I really do. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, I think, are going to be a factor in this one. And he could also throw out of the backfield to Saquon Barkley. Who knows? So the over-under on this one, 416.5 combined passing yards. I'm taking the over on this one at minus 115. And then we go to the nightcap. Buffalo at Kansas City. Minus 1.5. Kansas City is the favorite at home at Arrowhead. So that basically tells you it's a toss-up in the minds of the bettors. This is going to be such a great game. Buffalo looking to get over the hump to try to get back to the Super Bowl for the first time in over 30 years. My first question for Buffalo, are they going to suffer a letdown after that big win over Baltimore in the showcase of the top two candidates for the MVP of the NFL? I don't know if they're going to suffer a letdown in this one. They've got their sights set on getting back to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen has yet to beat Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City in the playoffs. So that's going to be something I think they're going to keep an eye on. I think they're a better team than suffering a letdown. Can Kansas City contain Josh Allen? Chris Jones is going to do his best to lead that Kansas City defense against Buffalo. That's going to be an interesting matchup there as well. Arrowhead, is it going to play a factor in this one tonight? I think it might a little bit. Buffalo's been through some stadium, could come into play tonight. And I know what everybody else is going to be asking. Are the referees going to come into play and let Patrick Mahomes run free? I know that's been the topic throughout the year, throughout the playoffs. There's been some questionable calls favoring Patrick Mahomes all year. Let's face it, it's there. But I'm not going to blame the referees if Buffalo doesn't win this one. You just can't do it. Kansas City's got a lot going for them. They're playing on house money. They've got the horseshoe in their back pockets as they're going for that three-peat, the first team to three-peat Super Bowl champions ever. Hard to believe in the almost 60 years. There hasn't been anybody that does it. Green Bay hasn't done it. San Francisco hasn't done it. Dallas hasn't done it. The Patriots haven't done it. Kansas City wants that honor so bad they can taste it. So my first question is, can Buffalo contain Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce? Kelce, he's Mr. Playoff. He's taken that title over from Gronkowski. He'll get his catches. He'll probably get close to 100 yards again receiving. He may even get a touchdown tonight. Who knows? But can they contain him over the middle? That is what I think is Buffalo's biggest Achilles heel on defense, is their play across the middle. So I look for that to be a potential problem for the Bills. The weather tonight in Kansas City, you're not going to have to worry about that either. 31 degrees at kickoff. That's going to be great weather for that matchup between the Bills and the Chiefs. Boy, two great games this afternoon. Can't wait for them to start. All right, we're going to give you our picks, Presley's picks, the whole 9 yards coming up right after this. You're watching an extravagant few minutes here on 12 Ounce Sports.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Time for another edition of Presley's Picks. If you tailed us last week, you went 3-1, got yourself a bunch of dog biscuits and pizza pie. So let's get right into this week's picks. It's a 6-point teaser parlay. Buffalo, 1.5-point dog. Make them +7. Philadelphia is a 6-point favorite. You make a money line, and that's a -120. Two-team 6-point teaser parlay. Presley's big dog of the weekend. Go with the Buffalo Bills. They're at +1.5. That'll get you some good dog biscuit money there. And Presley's prop bet of the weekend. Take James Cook. Over under 74.5 rushing and receiving yards total. Go on the over for that one. There you go, Presley's picks. Get in while you can for some dog biscuits and pizza pie. All right, there you go. That's Presley's picks. She's 5-1 in the last couple of weeks, so she's done quite well for us, making us some of those pepperoni pizza pies and dog biscuits, and hopefully you've been able to tail us as we mentioned. Here's another prop bet that I'm going to look at here. And, you know, it won for me last week, and I think it's going to do it again this week. I really like Patrick Mahomes getting over 4.5 rushing attempts. It's to -134 this week. So I think he's going to get at least 5 carries in this game. Should Kansas City have the lead at the end of the game, his kneel downs, if they've got the ball, those count as rushing attempts. Keep that in mind. So I think he's going to run to the outside at least 3 times in the second half, a couple of times in the first half. So take that over 4.5 rushing attempts at -134. And again, the prop bet that I really like here this afternoon in that opening game, like I said, combined passing yards, Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels over 416.5. I think Washington's going to dare Philadelphia to throw to beat them. So I could see Jalen Hurts throwing for 250 yards, and Jaden Daniels, I think, will have 200 yards because some of his is going to come up maybe as they're trying to catch up towards the end of the game. So take the over combined passing yards at 416.5. All right, everybody, it's prediction time. Who's going to go to the Super Bowl? First game, Washington and Philadelphia. We mentioned Philadelphia is a 6-point favorite at home against the Commanders. I'm sorry, Commanders fans. I think the magic is going to finally run out with Jaden Daniels. They've had a heck of a run to the championship game. I just think Philadelphia is going to be a little too much on the defensive side of the ball. They're going to get the lead early like they did against the Rams last week. Washington may make it close. They may cut it to a score, but I'm going to go with Philadelphia 31, Washington 24 in this one. So I would lay the points, Philadelphia -6, although I'll probably stick with the teaser prop bet that Presley told us about. So Philadelphia 31, Washington 24 in this one. And in the nightcap, Buffalo at Kansas City. Kansas City, a 1.5-point favorite in this one. I'm going with the big dog of the weekend. Give me Buffalo money line in this one. Buffalo's going to win this one. I think it's going to be a 31-28 or 34-31 game. Give me the Buffalo Bills. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. They're going to go to the big game. So it's going to be Buffalo and Philadelphia going to the Super Bowl coming up in a couple of weeks. All right, everybody, enjoy the games. Get in on Presley's picks. Get yourself some dog biscuits and pizza pies. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great games this afternoon and tonight as the stage will be set for Super Bowl 59 coming up in a couple of weeks. All right, that's going to do it, everybody. This reminder, join us Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, here for another edition of the Extravaganza. It's going to be the Extravaganza with Captain Lou and Mitch Bernstein from the old Burn with Mitch podcast. He's going to be a co-host of mine now every other week. So we welcome Mitch back. We're going to have a lot of fun banner back and forth. Who knows? His Eagles, if my pick holds true, he'll be talking about his Eagles going to the Super Bowl. We'll talk a lot about baseball and who knows what else, but it's going to be exciting to have Mitch Bernstein back with the Extravaganza with Captain Lou and Mitch Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. And then also Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, another edition of the ACHA Power Play right here on 12 Ounce Sports as the road to St. Louis is getting into gear, really kicking into final gear as we're within 8 weeks of puck drop for the 2025 ACHA National Tournament. All right, everybody, enjoy the football games tonight. Have fun, be safe. Captain Lou saying thank you for welcoming us into your homes, on your computers, on your televisions, however you're watching us around the world here on 12 Ounce Sports. This reminder, keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your minds open. So long, everybody. We'll see you soon right here